Hello, my dears. Aishling Mooney, our final Ask Your Angels Coaching and Cards session of the Angel Bootcamp. Lovely to be here. I'm going to give everybody a moment to find me on the page. What an amazing week it has been. I hope that, it's not over yet, we have another few days, but I hope that so far you've got some amazing angel messages, you've got some insights, you've got to feel the energy of the angels in some area of your life. Hello everybody joining me, lovely to have you here. We're going to kick off now in just a moment. For anyone that caught, I went live for the very first time ever on YouTube last night, so if anyone I would really appreciate if anyone would really click on that and subscribe to the channel and just give me a little bit of love there, because it was a big deal for me to go live. I was literally terrified. It was great to see so many people there. I'll post a link somewhere in these comments afterwards. But hello. Hi Amy, hi Claire, hi Kelly, and let me know where you're calling in from. So whether you're watching the live or the replay, I'm going to say that these messages that I channel, that I give to you from your angels, they're for everybody. So I get something from every single message that comes through me into this room when we're together. And I know that sometimes people have said they've come on, and while they've been waiting for their question to be answered, it's been answered in something else that someone else has asked, and something else that I might have said during the call. So it's so just keep in mind that I'll try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. But if I don't get to your specific question, just be open to receiving the answer to your question in these comments, in the messages that are going to come through in this hour or so that we're together. So let's just trust that we're all going to get what we need. So I would ask you to even set your intention now about, what support do you need from your angels in this hour? If it was just one thing, one little golden nugget that you could get, that would support you in your journey right now, what would that be? What area would you like to focus on? It could be relationships, it could be finances, career, health, spiritual path, whatever it is, romance, whatever it is. You can post it. You can think about it now and set your intention about what you'd like to receive during this call. And just before we kick off, I want to talk about a few things. So the first is that the Angel Bootcamp is open for 3 more days. We close on Sunday evening. So, and then the group will go on pause. So we're open for a few more days. So you continue to use the space. This is the last official, I might decide to pop in, who knows, live stream. So Ask Your Angels live stream. That I have planned, but I might pop in again, who knows. I did one last night impromptu on YouTube, so you just never know. If I get the nudge, I'll go for it. But this is the last live. But it's not the last time I'll answer questions. So I'm going to go back over the next few days anyway, go back through all the comments. Anyone that asked me a question that I didn't get to live, I'll pick an angel card for you. So if you have questions, it's really, and the more specific you can be, the better. It's really good to keep posting them in the comments, because I will get to them before the bootcamp closes. I will pick a card for you and post it, take a photo and post it for you. So hopefully give you a message with that as well, if there's not too many. So that's that. Saturday tomorrow is integration day, so I'm not planning any lives or any other content, but we're putting together like an all access page for you. So if you missed anything, somebody emailed me last night and said I deleted the Jophiel meditation by mistake. So we're going to put together this all access page for your integration day for the next few days. You can literally access that beyond the bootcamp as well. So I'd highly recommend that you get that email, click the post, save that page, and you have access then to the bootcamp for as long as you need it. All the meditations will be there, all the live calls. your invitation to join Transformed Angels will be there. Everything will be on that page for you, and it's all easy access in one place. So you'll get that tomorrow morning around 8, and we're still putting the finishing touches to it today, still adding all the links. But you'll get that tomorrow. So that will be, if you missed anything, or if you're like, I can't even remember what we're supposed to be doing that day, or what was up, you know, if you haven't set your intention already, go and do that. I'm having more intentions as we're going through. I'm like thinking, I want a new car now. I cleaned my car and cleaned the seats and got new seat covers. And I was like, I actually want a new car now. So I'm putting that in my list of intentions. Hey, angels, I want a new car. Another of my intentions is to bring lots of people into Transformed Angels. Like this year, I don't know how possible this is, but before the end of this year, I would love to bring 1,000 people into Transformed Angels. It's free to dream, you know, so I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I would love to bring, as many people as possible into Transformed Angels, into that course. This is where all my energy is going to be. This is the group that I'm going to be in most of the time, communicating, answering posts, doing live streams. It's where I'm going to be after this boot camp and beyond. So the other piece is, so you're welcome to join us there before I forget. AishlingMooney.com/angels will take you to the Transformed Angels page. If you have any questions about the Transformed Angels, any worries, any concerns, anything that you just need answered, just send me a PM in the next, before Sunday at 6 p.m. and I'll answer and I'll support you in the best, you know, if it's meant for you, it won't pass you by, and I'll support you to step into that program. With the payment plan, you can literally sign up for €77 for 3 payments. And if that's even too much for you, just send me a PM. Just reach out to me and let me know. I'm really committed to bringing as many of you into this program as possible that want to, that need it, and that want to step into it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the program quickly for a minute. But before that, we're running a competition, and I think I forgot to mention it a few times, so I'm mentioning it now. We have a competition on at the moment for the people that engage the most in the boot camp, that post the most, that share their experiences, that give encouragement to others. Everybody's going to be put into a draw, and I'm going to pull one lucky winner on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and that lucky winner, you will get a one-to-one call with me worth €500. So one-to-one angel coaching and cards call. And you can use that for anything. You can use it for any area. You can use it even for business coaching as well if you want. But I'll do my famous Celtic cross spread, and it's really detailed, really, really beautiful. And I just do this for myself all the time. And I've done it for hundreds of clients at this stage, and they love it. So that is available for the winner, and I'll let you know who that is around 10 o'clock on Sunday. Transformed Angels, the new round starts on Monday the 19th, and we're running for 12 weeks. 12 archangels, 12 weeks, complete transformation in every single area of your life. And I just wanted to take 1 second to go a bit deeper with that. Like, for some of you that don't know what Transformed Angels is, there are 12 archangels that you get to work with. And I just recorded the last meditation. You have Michael that teaches and helps you with courage and confidence in your life. Raphael, healing, bringing healing energy to any area of your life, body, health, mental, emotional and physical healing. Gabriel, inner child work and creativity, here for the artists and the authors and the writers. Uriel increases your intuition and your power there. That's just the first 4 archangels in the first 4 weeks. Then we jump into the next 4 weeks. I like to think of this as a caterpillar, and this is the chrysalis stage as the next stage, and then the butterfly is the last stage. So the middle stage, the chrysalis, is we have Shamuel for manifesting and having really big dreams for your life and your family and the world. Ariel, helping you to be grounded in nature, introducing you to animal archetypes and the power of them. Zadkiel, abundance through the work of forgiveness, bringing more wealth into your life. I mean, this is every area. When I say every area is covered in this course. Haniel, beautiful boundaries, helping you to say no, release toxic relationships, and just she is just a goddess warrior angel that every one of us needs, and she comes back over and over and over again. I wear red a lot. I'm wearing blue today, but I wear red a lot, and that is Haniel supporting me in my life to stand up for myself, to say no, and to show up as powerfully as I can. So that is the chrysalis. That's where we're doing the deep work, and then we move on to the next group of angels, which are really, really powerful. Raziel, helping you to access past lives and gifts from those lives and start to use them in this life. Jeremiah, helping you to access your Akashic records, your actual records, and have a look at what's going on there and set some intentions for your future. An amazing meditation. Azrael, we met Azrael yesterday on the call a lot. Very, very powerful angel, helping you to communicate and connect with your loved ones that have passed. And also helping us with any transitions, life transitions that we have. And then finally, we have Archangel Metatron, who supports you to really embrace being an earth angel, being a spiritual being in the physical body, living on this planet, and now having, like, when you go through this course, you're meeting 12 different archangels. So you now have them with you, walking through your life, and you can bring that information and that love and that energy out into the world to your family, friends, people you meet on the street. You know, you're now a sort of a conduit for the angels. So Metatron is about embracing that energy of the angels and bringing it into every area of your life. So everything is there, and then you get 2 amazing bonus courses, 3 amazing bonus courses. I haven't added the 3rd one yet, but the tech will be added. A to Z of angels, 26 videos of every question I've ever been asked about angels, and meet your guardian angel in 3 easy steps. Incredible course as well. And the last one is the forgiveness course, 7 meditations to bring forgiveness into every area of our life. This is the whole thing. 197 or 77 if you do the payment plan. It also includes, for the first time since I've opened this up to a big massive group, live calls every month. I was doing them with a small group over the last 12 weeks, but this is live calls every month, and an amazing Facebook community, vibrant community of like-minded people like yourself, interested in personal spiritual development, and can feel this calling to work with angels in our lives. So I invite anyone that's interested in this, that's thinking that would be a great way to spend my summer, so that I'm raring to go in September, having all of these angels on my back, ready to, step into whatever new chapter of your life. September is a great month. It's almost like the new year. And we can have this angel journey over the summer, step into our September, big, bold, amazing. And if that's calling you, then just go to the link ashlingmooney.com/angels, and all the information is there, and PM me if you need anything else. So, okay, so we're going to get started. Now, the one thing I loved about YouTube yesterday was that I could actually see the comments. So Facebook, as you know, doesn't let me see the comments; they disappear. So I'm hoping that I can answer as many questions as possible and be able to keep an eye on these comments. I might use the book as well. I have it here. So just post. Let me know how you're feeling. Give me the vibe of the day. Is there anybody considering transforming angels? And just let me know. If you are, just say yes. And what's your vibe of the day? What's your vibe of the day? So just put your vibe of the day. And that's, I got a beautiful card today, this morning. I'm going to read this for everybody. It's Archangel Raguel. Raguel is like the angel whisperer of angels. Raguel is like that person that's like the connector, and is like, okay, what do you want? You want help with finances? You want help with love? You want, okay, absolutely brilliant. I can connect you with that person. So Belinda, I see you're having some difficulties there. If you have some questions about the program, just email us. If the payment plan isn't working for you, we're open to helping you out. if we can, we want everybody to come on board as much as possible. So just send me a PM and we can have a chat about that in Messenger. But this is just about aligning your life to infinite possibilities. Raguel literally has at his fingertips, or her fingertips in this case, literally there are, I said this before, hundreds and thousands of angels having a smoke break out the back, waiting for you to ask them for help, waiting for you to put them to work, basically. And Raguel is one of the best connector angels, and also like a life coach archangel. So very subtle energy, and I don't talk enough about looks like you as a young girl, there you go. So maybe you just need a little reminder of how powerful you are. It says align yourself to infinite possibilities. You know, I'm maybe thinking about you know, when we were younger, you know, I think of the things that I did that I just had I had less fear about what people thought. I asked for promotions. I threw me clothes in a case and went, and I lived in 5 different countries. I did a lot of I don't give a shit. I just went and lived a lot of life, which I'm very happy about. You know, before I had kids, I had my first kid at 35, and I had lived a lot of life before that. And it's like, if we could just bring back a smidgen. I think it's coming back for me now in my 50s. I lost it a bit in about the last 20 years, but I'm finding it again recently in the last couple of years. This confidence again, this can't give two fucks. You know, even though the fear still comes up, but it's more manageable or something, or I'm just like, yeah, whatever, you know. So I hope that's useful for you, my darling. So let me see. So who would like a card? So if you'd like a card, just post now. Mary, you're saying yes, you're interested in transforming angels. If you have any questions about that, love, just message me on Facebook Messenger and we can have a chat and we can see how I can support you. So let's see. Okay, I can't see any questions. Okay, Amy, what's your question, love? Amy, what's your question? What's your question, my darling? Post it. What's your question? Okay, Amy, pop a question in there, please. Hello, Siobhan. Hi, Anne. Hi, everybody. What's next? Oh, God, you're going to laugh at this. I can't make it up. It just keeps coming out. Archangel Azrael, messages of love from beyond. So you're asking what's next, and I'm asking you, connect with your loved ones that have passed and ask them what's next. Like picking up the telephone. This girl's on the telephone having a chat. So it's like the relationship that you've had with someone that has passed. You've done a lot of the grieving, and you're now out the other end of it. And there's a lot of love there now, and a lot of acceptance about I'm here and you're there, but we can still communicate. And the good news is that when we have loved ones on the other side, they can really support us in a way that earth angels here can support us. You know, they can support us in one way, but when we connect into, when we have those people on the other side that can ask questions for us, that can see with your angels the past, present, future, that know you deeply as well and have had an earthly experience, they're in a great place to give you support in your life. So I would encourage anybody to just, you know, don't make it a big thing. Take a breath, connect in with those loved ones and ask them for a sign, ask them for some help or support today. Go into that silence, as I said over and over again in the last few days. Silence is not silent. You know, it's just up to us to get into that quiet place, to get into that silence so that we can connect and communicate with our angels, with our guides, and with our loved ones that have passed. So I love that. I love the question, Amy, that you said, what's next? And the answer was, ask your loved ones that have passed. You now have people on the other side that want to support you and want to lead you the way. And they're in the best place to do that, because they know what you want. They know you on a level, on a whole other level. You know, they know your dreams. They know what you're capable of. They know your challenges. They know what you've come through. They know how powerful you are. So it's about, okay, making some time. If it's not easy to just quiet your mind and listen, go for a walk. Say, okay, I'm going for a walk. Pick a nice place. Pick a park. Pick along a river. Water is good. Or a lake. And just say, okay, angels, here we go, come on. And whatever loved one it is, I usually bring my granny with me and we have a chat. You know, she is a great business mind. So she always has a lot to say about that. So that's what I encourage you to do. Let me know how that's resonating, if it's helpful. Okay, who else wants a card? Post in the comments now. So I had a, let me see. What can be seen as my next career step, please? I'm stuck in what I want. Okay, so I didn't see who that was. So, okay, I didn't see the name, and Facebook has it's gone, so I can't see who that was, which is an alpha P. So I can just say your name and throw that into the group. Keep getting the same message, Amy. I know. I'm sorry. I was like, when I seen it, I was like, oh, Jesus. Same messages over and over again. Tracy, I see you. Amanda. Joanna, lovely to see you here, my darling. Siobhan, I see you all. Mary. Belinda, I'm going to do my best to make sure that everybody gets cards. So Amanda, that was you. So what's your career move? So the card that came up for you is Archangel Michael, walk in faith. You are being guided. One of my favorite cards. It's one of the more, like, in these cards there are, you know, I wanted as many different faces, different colors, different nationalities. I wanted it to be representative of ordinary people in the world in this sort of, but to represent them as archangels. But this is one of the more traditional sort of representations of Archangel Michael, and I just wanted that in there. I have some female Archangel Michael. I have a beautiful one of this Asian samurai looking angel with a sword, but this is still one of my favorites, and probably one of the first ways that Michael appeared to me. And this card has a wonderful message, and it's walk in faith, you are being guided. So there's like an obvious path in front of you, Amanda, and you're hesitating, and you're like, I'm not sure. You're looking at different options, and you're just hesitant. And this card is about just fucking pick a path. Pick a path and start walking and see how that feels. One foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other. This is something that you've been thinking about for a long, long time. You know, should I move? Should I change careers? What would I do? There's been a lot of thinking and a lot of talking and a lot of procrastinating and a lot of hesitating. And this is now the time for action. So you need to pick a path and put one foot in front of the other. So if it's one path, start putting your CVs out, start change your curriculum vitae, start telling people that you want a job in this particular career. Or if it's your own business, you know, seek out a mentor, take a course, take a program, buy some books on the subject of whatever it is that you want, that your business is in. So take some action today, one small, tiny action. And I want you to commit in the comments, or you can send me a PM if that feels more comfortable. But I want you to commit to one action today that you can get off this seesaw fence that you're on, where you're fucking going nowhere. You're just thinking about what your next move should be or could be or would be. Take some action today. Years ago, one of my coach gave me this beautiful analogy. Her name was Bernadette, and she said, think about a big cruise liner, and it's in motion, and you decide somewhere along the way, actually we need to change course. And with that, you just turn the wheel, and that massive big ship just gently starts to turn and change course. But if that ship is stuck in the port, it's not going anywhere. It can't change course. It can't move. It's not moving forward. It's not moving back. It's just stuck there. But so when we're in action, it's easier to change direction. It's easier to change your mind. It's easier to tweak, you know, and it's easier to see where we're going when we take a step forward. So I hope that was useful. I hope it gave you some help and support. Okay. So let me see if anyone has a message. So post a message now. Post your question now. The next question that I see, I will answer it. The next person that posts a question, I will answer it. So just copy and paste your question and pop it in now. I'm waiting. Okay, you need to post your question. Post your question so I can see it. That would be great. Tracy, pick a card for me. Stay away from my mother-in-law. Feels not so good. Tiny percentage feels blah, 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 blah. Oh, I was hoping this card would come up. Okay, so there's two pieces about the situation. So Tracy's asking, is keeping her distance from her mother-in-law at the moment, but is filled with some guilt around that relationship, and is wondering, should she stick around? Should she reach out and help? So there's two cards. One is, you need time on your own to do this healing. This healing work that you're doing, you need to trust your intuition that has asked you to step back and look after you. This card says, release yourself from resentment. So I would do Cutting Up the Ties. I released it yesterday, the meditation. So I would ask you to go and do that meditation. Take 7 days and do it every day. It's only 10 minutes. Literally, I listened to it this morning while I was doing something else. So literally 10 minutes a day, do that for 7 days with the intention of releasing and letting go of not that the relationship with your mother-in-law, but just cutting energetically the ties that are toxic or that are not helpful, and possibly you can find a new way to have that. To have that relationship, to be in relationship with her. A really fantastic book would be The Four Agreements, and I can't remember his name. It's a very famous book that explains how energetically we hook into each other and helps you to unhook. It's a really brilliant book. I would recommend it for everybody, especially if you have a history of, narcissism or toxic relationships, or, and we all have some of that. We all have some of it. So you're doing the work. That's brilliant. Go and it's okay. You're doing the right thing. Trust your intuition on that. And the reason I'm saying that is, it's Haniel again. Look at her. She is just like, as I said, the goddess for beautiful boundaries. Is like, let me see this. Okay. So beautiful boundaries, and helping you to really go for your, oh God, I've lost my thought there. So releasing that resentment, you're in the right place. Haniel she's just like putting a walnut shell around you. And if you think about walnut, it's very hard to break. You can go out and get yourself walnut backflow remedy, and it just helps and keeps you safe from others' influences while you're figuring out your own path. So this process that you're in, my dear, is going to take about 6 months before you're going to feel comfortable with your decision. So just bear with it, keep going. If your mother-in-law reaches out, find a way to answer, find a way to support her from a distance, send her some love, send her some healing, send her some angels, but use your spiritual tools to keep yourself protected. Okay, so Joanna asked a question there, and it was around, I can't remember exactly. If you want to post it again, that would be great, Joanna, but it was around what's the best thing to get me towards my current goals, something like that. I am seeing all the questions. I was on YouTube last night and it was wonderful because I was able to see all the questions. They weren't disappearing as they do on Facebook. I think I'm going to take my lives over to YouTube from now on. But so what would be the fastest way to... I'm going to just pick another card there. What was the... So one thing that will take me to my current goals. Okay, so there's two amazing cards. As I was answering that question, I mentioned YouTube. So Joanna, that's one of the paths I'm taking in my business. It's a nudge I've gotten for a long time. I just took a leap last night and did a live. But there is something in it for me as a light worker. I have a feeling that Facebook is going to change dramatically in the next few years. So for those of us that depend on it, I know you have an email list like me, you have other avenues to reach people, but I do think that there's some massive changes going to come in the next few years. And me personally, my angels are nudging me towards YouTube. So that's reluctantly, that's where I'm going, because I'm very comfortable here on Facebook. So I would say take that as a nugget for you as well. Maybe it's something that you've received as well information on. But anyway, these two cards, you're doing such a fantastic job. This is you, and this is sort of the two, your work and the way you show up in the world is combined in these two energies. And they seem to contradict each other, but they work so very, very well. You had that nudge too. Brilliant. So I think we're all getting it. So there's something in the air there. So let's start showing up on YouTube and see what happens there. Archangel Shamuel, you are a vessel of divine love. So this is the essence of your work in the world. I've watched it live. I've followed you. I've signed up to some of your programs. I've got amazing support and love from you over the years. And this is the essence of how you show up as this incredible light worker, speaker, healer, teacher, as a vessel of divine love. And you're an example of that. And I'm getting a bit tearful, a bit emotional. You're an example of that. You're an inspiration to me, to many, many others. Your vulnerability, the way you show up online with just such a pure heart. And it's all represented in this card. And then we have Metatron, and he's like, be your own guru. It's like this beautiful energy of love and light that we all are. It's like the feminine energy, and this is the masculine. This is like, the structures and the systems and, simplifying things, making sure we have processes in place. Also, there's a message coming in here. A bit of noise there. There's a message coming in here about taking the long view of your business. And I'm talking about in 10 years, do you still want to be the face of your business? Do you want to train some other people in so that maybe somebody else can shoulder some of the work that you're doing right now, so that you don't have to be, I certainly don't want to be fucking still doing lives in 10 years unless I want to. So I'm considering that at the moment. How am I marketing? Because my face is on a lot of my products and services, and that will probably continue for the next few years. But definitely I'm taking the long view and looking, okay, in 10 years time, I don't want to be, it doesn't want to be the Aishling Mooney show. It has to be more about the impact and the impact of the work. So I'm asking you to think about that today, and I'm asking you to take a long view, but just realize that you have this wonderful balance of the feminine and the masculine, and I'm feeling that you just need a little bit more of this, a little bit more structures, a little more boundaries, and just boundaries in terms of releasing yourself a little bit and giving yourself a little bit more time off. So that might take, it's not a simple fix. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow, but maybe if you took, in the next year, the next 12 months, if I could release one thing every quarter, what would that be? Or if I could transform one element of my business or create a system there so that I didn't have to show up, or I didn't have to answer questions, or like how would I, is there an automatic webinar I can create so I don't have to keep showing up? So something like that. So I hope that's useful, Joanna. Love your work. Keep going. You're doing amazing, and I hope that was useful. And it's incredible that you have these two beautiful angels. Metatron is my man too, so I'm delighted that that angel came in. She. I have some female representations of Metatron as well that I love. So lovely. So for anyone that is interested, make sure that you go to ashlingmooney.com/angels. Transformed Angels is there, all of the information that you need if you're ready to jump in for 12 weeks with me, a beautiful angelic summer, so that we'll be spot on and raring to go for September. You can dive into these 12 different archangels that I'm sharing today, that I'm working with. So I would love to, I'd love to support you all over the summer. So who has a question? Post the next question and I will jump in there. I'm just going to post that URL for you. Angels. So who's a question? I had a dream last night about Archangel Santa. He pulled a card for me at the beginning of a week and it was him or her. What does my dream mean? So I'm going to ask you, Tricia, to go back into your dream, take a breath. You can choose any of the meditations actually that we've done this week, and just create some space for yourself and just ask Sandalphon, what does it mean? Take a piece of paper even and just write, so Archangel Sandalphon, you came last night in a dream, what did it mean? You were giving me a card, what was the dream about? Because there's a lot in a dream. I'd love more information. Was it daytime? Was it nighttime? What were the colors? There's a lot in there. So it's a little bit too broad for me to answer. But okay, so there's lots of more questions coming in. Okay, so let me see. So to answer your question, Tricia, it's you have the answers yourself, love. Realize your worth. You are enough. It's like my reticence, my reluctance to give you a message is, you've been working with me a while. You have the answers within you now. So I want you to sit down today, take a piece of paper, ask Sandalphon, what the F. You were coming in my dream, what do you want to tell me? What do I need to know right now? And I want you to send me a PM and let me know what the answer is. Okay? I want you to do it yourself. You're so powerful. Realize your worth. You're enough. You can do this. So I want you to try that out for yourself. Okay, Trish? Unusual. Okay. So Kelly has posted a message. Have I done enough to prepare for the workshop I'm running tomorrow? Yes, it's safe to be wealthy. Archangel Sadkiel, the angel of wealth and abundance. Yes, you've done enough. And yes, it's the start of an amazing new enterprise and endeavor. Keep in mind that this is version 1, and that in a year's time, when you've maybe done it 2 or 3 times, it's going to be version 2 and version 3 and version 4. So, I've done the Angel Bootcamp this week. It's version 1. It's the first time I've run it in years. The next time I run it, probably in the autumn, it will be version 2. I'll be able to fix the emails and create better marketing and, so version 1 is good enough for where you are right now, and it's good enough to test. And there are people waiting for your program and your course, and it's going to bring you in a lot of money. And make sure there's an online element to it. I'm not sure if you said that. And that, keep in mind that you can package this up and sell it again, so you don't have to show up. Keep some element of passive income in it. And also, what was really helpful to me in marketing, when I started to understand marketing, was it's just eyeballs on your stuff. So don't take it personally when people don't sign up immediately. Like, I remember a woman, she followed one of my courses and she said, I did everything you said, nobody signed up. And I said, yeah, but how many people did you share your work with before you told them you have this product or service? And she said, I shared it in my Facebook group and I have 100 people. So 100 people is just not enough eyes to get on your product or service. And by the way, she had something like, she did have a conversion rate. She did have a conversion rate that matched the 100 people that signed up. And I can't remember what it was. But I was like, you did really well for only having 100 people in your group. But that is not enough. If you want to sign up 100 people, you need to have 600 people, 900 people looking at your work. So understanding those numbers, while it might seem overwhelming if you have 100 people in your Facebook group and you're thinking, how am I going to grow this, or on your YouTube channel or whatever. But if you, oh God, I completely lost my train of thought. If you, it's really just eyeballs on your work. How can you just expand, get more people to see your work? What can you do? And that's where I would ask the angels for guidance. What do I need to do? Last night they said, just get on YouTube, go for it, do it, get started. So it was like, just take that step. So this is version 1. It's very good. You're going to do great. I trust you. I love you. I can't wait to see how you show up. Just be yourself. You're amazing. Your EFT work is so needed. Your healing work is so needed in the world, Kelly. So I hope that's useful. Why am I questioning certain people's intentions? Am I reading a situation incorrectly? And that's Amanda. Amanda, I'm going to say, trust your intuition. You're a powerful light worker. You have already beautiful boundaries. If you might have dropped them in the season of life that you're in, I'm going to call in Archangel Haniel to surround you, to look after you, to support you right now in your life. But trust that if you sense that someone doesn't have the best intentions for you, then trust that. Trust that. And you don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anybody anything. At this stage in your life, your energy is completely for you and the next stage of your journey. We've spoken about this. You need to be conserving your energy for you and for your immediate family right now. And just spending time with them and building the next chapter of your life. This has been a particularly challenging moment in your life, Amanda, and it's coming to an end. It will, you've got the lessons from it, and I would say to you, trust your intuition on this, and it's okay to just disconnect, to detach from anyone that you're not sure of. And it might be that okay, I just need some time to step back from this and to look at it without attachment and to see if this is for me. But if you're questioning, it sort of feels like there's something not right, there's something off. Trust yourself. So, and this is Archangel Ariel. Practice grounding and spend time in nature. So it's about you might just be a bit uneasy, a bit wobbly, a bit unsure, and it's like just get grounded. Just do a meditation, get yourself grounded, detach from whatever relationships are discombobulating you at the moment. Do the cutting of the ties, that would be a great one, and just come back into yourself. And there's no hurry. You don't have to make any decisions about relationships or people, and what's meant for you won't pass you by. And also if we detach, if it's not meant for us, it will pass by much more quickly. So I hope that's useful. I'm sending you loads of love. And this, by the way, this colour is the thymus gland, and it's for good health and overall well-being. And there's a big connection with, I'm actually going quite deep with this. You're going to come out of this period, Amanda, so powerful. Your healing gifts are going to a whole other level in the next 6 months. By Christmas, I can see you showing up in a much more powerful place as a light worker, as a leader, as a healer. Don't think about that right now. I'm just planting the seed for later. For right now, it's you and your immediate family. But and it's absolutely okay to detach and just ground yourself, come back into your own energy. But you're going to see a massive shift in the next 6 months in how you're showing up in the world, and even your ideas of your life purpose becoming more clearer, and okay, this is what I'm meant to do, this is my mission, this is the impact I want to make. So there's a strong, really strong, powerful force coming in to support you. So can't wait to see how that's going to show up in your life. Okay. Yes, Kelly, animated business card. Yeah, I love that. Putting it out there for the right people to see, and ask your angels to just take it where it's needed. Angels, take it, put it in front of where it's needed. Aishling, Catherine McGrenigan, hello my darling, lovely to see you here. I'm tuning in between calls at work. Now would be the time to give up my part-time job after this Access Consciousness talk to the entities course ends. To talk to the entities course ends and starts on Monday. Okay, I'm not reading that properly. Would now be the good time to give up my part-time job? So I'm going to answer that with some practicalities. You know, going to answer this with some practicalities. If you have enough money in the bank, it's absolutely the right time to leave your part-time job. But if you're still building something on the side and that thing on the side hasn't brought in consistent income, then you still need to keep that thing on the side. That is my practical advice. And I'll I hear take the leap and the net will appear. And I've tried that and sometimes it's worked, but when it hasn't worked, it's been really stressful, and my energy, worry, fear, doubt, terror in some cases, worrying about finances and money has made me like the opposite to a magnet to new clients, and it just completely decreases your energy. Where when I was building my business, and even I closed everything down in November, and I went back to teaching English in a school a couple of days a week so that I could bring in a consistent income while I was rebuilding this new thing, because I still had to figure out what this new thing was and make that viable. And I will continue to do that part-time work where I know that there's consistent money coming in. I'm enjoying it. I like it. Working with the kids and everything, I enjoy it. And I just got an offer for a place in September, so I'm going to continue with that in September. It gets me out of the house and it's enjoyable, and it brings in a little bit of consistent income that I can see in the bank that can pay some of the bills. So I'm not willing to let go of that for lots of reasons, but I definitely, like in your case, I wouldn't be letting go of something that's bringing in consistent income and it's only part-time, unless the other thing that you're building or creating or about to step into is bringing in consistent income. So that will sort of answer your question, Catherine. The question is the access bars bringing in consistent income enough to cover your expenses, your bills, your business expenses, your taxes, your website, your materials, everything that you need? Is your business bringing in enough at the moment to cover all of that, whatever that might be, whatever the number is that you need a month? Is it bringing in that consistently? And I would say, is it bringing in that consistently 3 to 6 months, for the last 3 to 6 months? Then it would be okay. Maybe it's time. So when I left, when I was years ago I was running the Abundant Heart program for spiritual entrepreneurs, and I was working part-time 2 days a week in a mental health community centre, and that was bringing in $1,000 a month, and that was my consistent income coming in. But the business, I had 3 10k launches, so I had brought in 30,000 euros. I can't remember if it was 6 months or a year. And that's when I trusted the business. And I said, okay, it's bringing in enough. I'm going to trust it. I've tested this launch. I've tested my audience. I've tested the product. I know I can deliver. I know it's working. It's time to transition. It's time to drop the part-time work. And I worked there for 2 years while I was building this on the side. I had other stuff going on as well. So But it was literally that I had those 3 launches, and I can't remember the exact period, but I remember going, okay, I've made 10 grand. Okay, let's try it again. In another few months, I made another 10. Okay, let's try it again. 30 grand. Okay, I can trust it. I can give up the part-time job. So that's the answer that I want to give you. But it's the card that came through is Haniel. Step into your power and learn to say no. So I hope that what I gave you before was really useful, and I really want you to consider it. And there's also something about the job at the moment. Maybe you just need to put some boundaries in there to make it more agreeable to you to be there. And is there something, can you step outside of it for a minute? Can you get some advice from somebody? How could I change this? How could I change my attitude to it? How could I change my relationships with the people that I work with? What can I do? How can I change my working situation? Can I work from home some of the time rather than having to go to an office if that's the case? What can I change in the situation to make it so that I have beautiful boundaries, I feel respected, I'm accepting joyfully the money that comes from this work that I'm doing, and knowing that it's supporting me to build my spiritual business so that I can serve hundreds and thousands on the planet in the years to come. So I hope that's useful, my darling. Look at this beautiful angel. She is serene and beautiful. She has gorgeous wings. This is the only card in the deck that has wings. So let me see. Okay. Belinda, I don't want to discourage, but I had to give up work for health reasons. A lot of debt. Reality of finance is a tricky one, working towards reaching financial situation. So, Belinda, I've been in debt. I've been in a terrible, I've experienced it all. I'm not going to go into it on this call. And what I can say to you from my experience is it's possible to transform any situation in your life. But you've got to take some action. You've got to get out of the oh shit, why is this happening to me, and move into why is this happening for me? What can I learn from this situation? What can I do today to get myself out of this situation? So when I was in debt, I had a lot of debt, I said, okay, what can I do? I can find other people online that have got out of debt, and I can start to follow them, and I can listen to their stories. I found Dave Ramsey. I could buy some books. I found a woman on YouTube called Debt Kicking Mom. I followed her for a couple of years. Dave Ramsey, Money Makeover Transformation. I followed his baby steps. I joined Ann Wilson's The Wealth Chef. I got her book. You can start with her book and then move on to her program, Financial Freedom University, which I'm in a few years now. And so I went from being in debt, like including our mortgage, 250,000, being working part-time, being on the dole, having young kids, family members with mental health issues, difficulties in our marriage, just everything. I've been there, done that, worn a t-shirt. And sometimes there's days when you just need to get into bed and cover your head and just get into bed, and just wait for it to pass until you're well enough to get out of bed again. And if you don't have young kids running around where you have to get up. And sometimes there's days when you have that energy and you can move forward. Sometimes you have the energy to call on your angels, or you have earth angels that are there for you that you can reach out to. There are free services in all communities. I don't know if you're in Ireland or in UK, but definitely in Ireland there's MABS, Money Advice and Budgeting Service, which is a free service in every area in Ireland. And you can literally book a call in with somebody and sit down and talk honestly about all of your finances and create a plan. They will support you. They will call your creditors and anyone that you owe money to, and they will renegotiate your payment plans. They will look at your whole finances. They'll create a whole plan for you. They will look at everything, and it's free. So you can do that. You can go and buy some books. You can go to the fucking library and order the book that you want and get it for free, you know. I remember I posted once years ago and I said to everybody, do you want me to tell you where you can get thousands of spiritual books for free? And everybody was like, yes. And I was like, go to the fucking library and order a book. Because literally you can reserve, in some cases you can find the book already and just reserve it and get it right for you and just go and collect it up the road. Or they'll pay for the book for you and order it into the library and then give it to you on loan. So I would ask you to get out of that place of, this is shit's happening to me, this shitstorm that I'm in. I don't know how to get out of it. I don't know, can't see the wood for the trees. Just start today with one tiny little step. What can I do? What can I do? If you don't like to read, go and get an audiobook. Go and watch something on YouTube. Find Ann Wilson, find Dave Ramsey. It's not everybody's taste, but he helped me, and I have a lot of, it doesn't work for everything and everybody, but just start somewhere. If you go to Instagram and put in debt-free community, hashtag debt-free, you will find a million places that you can follow. If you have Netflix, go Ramit, I don't know his second name, but basically I think the series is called How to Get Rich or something like that, or How to Become Rich. I've watched it, it's brilliant. He takes 6 different people and looks at their finances and helps them to get out of debt and create a financial plan. It is brilliant. There's Mr. Money Mustache, who I love, very funny, great guy. There's the Barefoot Investor, Barefoot Accountant. There's the whole FIRE community, Financial Independence, Retire Early community, and their focus is on how can we reduce our expenses, increase our income, and save for our retirement so that we can so it's be open to. What I loved about Dave Ramsey, what supported me, was that on his video channel he has all of these people and he calls it the debt-free scream. And you've had people that are like, I was in debt of 300,000 and I cleared it in 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case. And they're coming on and they're making a scream of I'm debt-free, screaming at the top of their voice. And I loved that. That was really inspiring to me, because it was people from all walks of life, all situations, families, no families, single, young, old, all ages. And they were literally going, I was in this much of debt, which was enormous even to mine. And they cleared it and they got through and they just followed his particular program called Baby Steps. But there are lots out there that resonates. I'm following another girl at the moment called Her First 100K. Love her work. She is an amazing financial feminist. She calls herself Tori Dunlap. So love her. She's on Instagram and I'm on her email list. And another, what's that girl's name? I don't know that girl's name, but her work is enriched. Enriched is the work. I must see if I can find her name. I'm getting her emails. Anyway, so that is it. I hope that is helpful for any of you that are in a situation where you're and we're talking about finances, but it's any situation that's causing you to be in this, stuck in the mire, stuck in the mud. I used to say when I was teaching Mastery of Metatron, that group, one of the things I'd say is when you're in the swamp, it's very hard to get out of that swamp. You need someone else to throw you a line so that you can pull yourself out. If you struggle in that swamp, you're going to get stuck more and more. So it's usually a resource outside of the swamp that will help you to get out of it. So it's a friend, an earth angel, a healer. You'll go to your doctor if you need help and support. Pick up a book, go to the library, book a free resource, get a money and budget and advice session. But it's usually outside of the swamp and outside of our thoughts and worries and fears and all of the heaviness of that. And it's just, get me fucking out of this. Help me someone. Help me angels. Help me earth angels. Get me out of this. And it's about then taking some small action. They're going to throw you that line. They're going to say, get this book. I've given you millions of resources. Take one of them. Any one of them will work to just start to get you out of that swamp. I hope that's useful, my darling. And the card that came up for you, by the way, is Archangel Jeremiah, who's the angel for helping us to access our Akashic records. And the message with it was, heal the past and change the future. So this work that you're doing, the situation that you're in, is an opportunity for healing on a grand scale for you in your life, but also for your ancestors and your descendants. So have courage. I know that we're going to be looking at Belinda in a year's time in a completely different situation, a completely different mindset, having reached out, having got support, taken the support, read the books, listened to the podcast. That's it. Let go of the past, moving forward into the future, but you've got to take action one step at a time. You've asked for help. We're giving it to you. Take the action, my darling. You know, even if it's you need a friend to bring you to the library, just take some action today. Do one thing today that can help you to get out of the swamp, figurative swamp. Loads of love, my darling. I hope that's useful. That is it, my darlings. I'm going to wind up. Before I go, I would love any of you that are interested in joining me for this whole summer in Transform with Angels. You can go to ashlingmooney.com/angels. You start on the payment plan. It's $197 if you pay in full, but if you want a payment plan, it's €77 by 3 monthly installments. You can spend the whole summer with me, with our amazing community, with 12 different archangels, getting all of those bonuses and everything that I mentioned earlier. Meet Your Guardian Angel course, forgiveness course, 7 meditations, and the A to Z of angels. 26 videos of every question I've ever been asked about angels, guides, spirit, healing work. And it's all there, including live calls with me, an amazing Facebook community, and a totally upgraded new course experience. And I would love to see you there. If it's calling you, if you have any questions around that, just send me a PM in the next few days, and I will see you on the other side. We're starting to gather in that group, so it would be lovely to have as many of you there as possible. We close at 6 p.m. on Sunday UK time, so make sure that you're in there. And we kick off Monday morning, and we have our first live call. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not sure. We have our first welcome and orientation call, and we kick off with Archangel Michael, Courage and Confidence, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it. Loads of love, my darlings. I hope this was useful. Let me know how you're feeling now. Give me a word in the comments to just let me know how this is all resonating. What actions are you going to take? How's it shifted your, think about the word that you used when you stepped in the Angel Bootcamp. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in Transform with Angels. And either way, I'm going to see you tomorrow in the group, and I will see you on Sunday for our graduation session and celebration of the Angel Bootcamp. Loads of love, my darlings. Bye bye, bye bye.